Kobbie Mainoo, a talent fitting for Manchester City. At the tender age of 18, Kobbie Mainoo has erupted onto the scene at Old Trafford, sparking an electrifying mix of astonishment and excitement among supporters. It feels like a lifetime since United has seen a midfielder with the dazzling prowess of Kobbie. His performances have certainly set tongues wagging. This prodigy made such an impact in his debut start this season that Gary Neville, the iconic United fullback, suggested Kobbie looks like a Manchester City player.
He looked like a Manchester City player.
Indeed, the revered United legend himself made this statement, which obviously didn't sit well with the red half of Manchester. So what's driving Kobbie Mainoo mania? What is it about him that has United fans proclaiming him as the midfield messiah? And what did Gary Neville mean exactly by his statement? Smash those like and subscribe buttons and ring that notification bell. Now let's dive into the heart of this buzz. There's something thrilling about watching a young player excel in their early games, isn't there? It's like even their simplest passes are touched by genius. However, this early acclaim can often be a double-edged sword. The media buzz, the swelling social media following, it can all give a false sense of having arrived, only to see many of these young stars dim as they struggle to maintain form over time. But here's where Kobbie Mainoo breaks the mould for United enthusiasts. Those who have tracked his journey from the academy days are well aware of one indisputable fact. Kobbie embodies consistency. Whether bouncing back from a setback or an injury, Kobbie has this remarkable ability to return to the field at a high standard that never seems to waver, a true reflection of his grit and mindset. And guess what? He's already paraded this level of professionalism in the current season. Erik Ten Hag had his eyes set on integrating the 18-year-old dynamo into the regular United lineup. Need proof? Just take a look at his involvement in the first 4 pre-season friendlies. Mainoo was a standout in all games, shining brightly in the first 3. However, a twist of fate came in the form of an ankle injury during the 6th minute against Madrid, sidelining our promising midfielder for 3 months. From being on the brink of securing a starting spot to facing a lengthy recovery, such a setback could shatter any young player's spirit. But not Kobbie Mainoo. True to his reputation, he demonstrated remarkable resilience. Marking a triumphant return against Everton in November 2023, it was as if he had never left. His presence on the field was seamless, displaying a veteran's composure with the ball, courage under pressure, and robust tackling skills. It was hard to believe he was just 18. He played with the wisdom of a 28-year-old seasoned pro. This was his first major hurdle to overcome at senior level. The second challenge, it came during United's 2-0 loss to West Ham, where a misstep by Mainoo led directly to Kudu's second goal. One might think such a blunder would rattle a young player, right? Wrong. Mainoo bounced back in United's dramatic 3-2 victory over Aston Villa. His keen sense of spatial awareness and knack for tracking the opposition's movement played a pivotal role in United's comeback from a 2-0 deficit. Mainoo was instrumental in sustaining pressure on Aston Villa's defence, a feature that Ten Hag's squad has struggled to consistently achieve this season. This leads us back to Gary Neville's controversial comment, which initially didn't sit well with United fans. Following the Everton match, Neville began showering praises on the young midfielder, only to then drop a bombshell. Kobbie Mainoo looks like a Manchester City player. He remarked this during a period when United was floundering against Everton, and Mainoo seemed to be the only player showing resilience and fight. Surprising, isn't it? Especially coming from Gary Neville. But what exactly did he mean? Let's set aside the technical skills for a moment and delve into the mental aspects, given our discussion about Mainoo's ability to handle setbacks. In recent times, Man City has been dubbed the mentality monsters, a title solidified by their historic treble win in 2023 and their remarkable comeback from an 8-point deficit to clinch last season's title. This is precisely where Mainoo's potential lies. At just 18, he's exhibited a level of maturity and mental strength that eludes many veterans. Joining a club like City, where the expectation is to relentlessly chase every possible title, could be an ideal move for someone of his calibre. This is a contrast to the current state at United, where, sadly, such consistent high-stakes performance is not the norm. You see, since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement, Manchester United has not only failed to clinch the title, but has also been absent from any title race contention, a dry spell spanning a staggering 11 seasons. Now, when it comes to Mainoo's technical prowess, Neville's remarks hold weight. Mainoo's consistent performance as a defensive midfielder, the number 6 role, has been a beacon of hope for United. In a season marred by defensive woes, Mainoo's impact has been unmistakable. In the 5 matches he started, United has conceded just 4 goals, discounting the 2 scored by Nottingham Forest after he was subbed off. This statistic becomes even more impressive when contrasted with the 5 games preceding his return, where United conceded 10 goals in all competitions. His acute spatial awareness and ability to track opponents have brought a much-needed improvement to United's defence, albeit slight. Statistically, Mainoo's defensive contribution is commendable, averaging 2 tackles every 90 minutes with a 50% success rate. However, his influence extends beyond defence. Mainoo's proficiency in advancing the ball, be it through sharp passing or dynamic runs, has been crucial for United. A persistent issue this season has been the team's struggle to transition from defence to attack. In phases of settled play or even in transition, United often quickly surrender the ball, struggling to bypass the opponent's initial press. Mainoo's role in addressing this flaw has been pivotal, providing that essential link that was previously missing. This is where the 18-year-old comes in. Mainoo has stepped up as a critical player in bridging this gap. His pivotal role in United's build-up play shone brightly, especially during their commanding FA Cup win against Wigan. Remarkably, Kobbie was among the top players in terms of ball possession, trailing only the centre-backs, and boasted a stellar 90% accuracy in passing. His performance included 2 progressive passes and a key pass, coupled with leading the team in regaining possession during defensive plays. This comprehensive display not only took United fans by surprise, but also turned heads amongst rival teams. Such versatility and capacity to influence all phases of play are traits highly valued by Man City's coach Pep Guardiola. He likes players that can both defend and attack. He adores intelligent players that are always aware of their surroundings. And guess what? Kobbie fits the bill. Going back to Neville and his statement, the English pundit didn't mean that Kobbie should change clubs and join the blue side of Manchester. He was essentially underscoring Mainoo's exceptional talent, suggesting that he's outperforming his teammates, many of whom might not fit into City's elite squad. But what if Manchester City really has its sights on Mainoo? That would be a nightmare for United fans. Interestingly, the citizens have shown interest in him since his academy days. Now, with his senior debut made and his impressive performances, there's no doubt they'd be eager to poach him from their rivals. Imagine the scenario if this actually happens. Well, United fans, fear not. Despite City's ongoing attempts to recruit him into their academy, Mainoo has consistently declined, affirming his vision of forging a career at Manchester United. I've been at this club all my life, and it's all been building to tonight. To have my family here watching me, surrounding me, it's just amazing. These were Kobbie's heartfelt words following his first ever senior debut against Charlton in the Carabao Cup last season. So, Red Devils fans, breathe easy. Your latest sensation is here to stay, at least for the foreseeable future. Now over to you, our viewers. Are you as captivated by Mainoo's skills and resilience as we are? Do you see him carving out a legacy as one of United's finest in the years to come? Or could the unthinkable occur, with City swooping in to claim this rising star as a successor to Rodri? We're eager to hear your opinions, so drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to smash those like and subscribe buttons for more content. Until next time, stay tuned.